Should you upgrade your Garmin inReach Mini 2 to the Mini 3 or Mini 3 Plus, I will give you my recommendations. I will say that the Mini 2 is on sale for $250 now. Great value. I'll put a link to that right underneath the video. And this has been my most used satellite communicator. It's been out for almost 4 years at this point. And even though I've have other ones and I have tried other ones and test other ones, I always come back to the Mini 2. Even though Garmin redesigned the Mini 3 and it probably has the most updates of any of the Mini units, I wouldn't call any of these groundbreaking. I call them more refinements and convenience features rather than something that's going to change the way you experience your inReach. You get a touchscreen, which makes it a little bit easier to do things, especially when typing in messages. You get a siren, which obviously could come in handy during an emergency. There's simple onboard maps here, but nothing that's going to replace an app on your phone or a dedicated mapping handheld from Garmin. It's got a color screen. It's got voice commands. I'd say these things are conveniences, not necessarily things that would drive an upgrade from a 2 to a 3. And when you look at the core inReach features, it's exactly the same between both of these. So if you're just using this to have something for SOS, maybe send some messages, maybe do some live tracking, you're not going to gain much more by getting the 3. The Mini 3 does have a bigger battery than the Mini 2, and you will get a little bit more battery life. And if getting that little bit extra is important to you, then go for the 3. But I would say, having used the Mini 2 for many years now, the battery life is completely respectable. I've used this on super long day hikes, on backpacking trips. And if your battery is getting worse over time, it will degrade over time. I found a vendor on Amazon that sells these little battery replacement kits that includes instructions, a little screwdriver or something, and they even made a video on how to do it. So I'll put a link to that under the video. So if you have a 2 and your battery is starting to die, you might just want to replace the battery in it. But if you do need that little bit of extra battery, the 3 might be the move. The Mini 2 is multi-GNSS. It gets multiple satellite constellations, and the Mini 3 adds multi-band to that capability list. What that means is when you're in challenging environments, you can get a GPS fix better, like in canyons, things like that. What I found that it effectively means is you can also get a GPS fix faster. Now, the maps on the Mini 3 are very, very limited. I would not use this as a primary navigation device. Good to track a hike as a backup, maybe to your watch or something, and obviously to share your location points. So it's going to do those things maybe a little bit better. But overall, it's not going to be a big difference between the Mini 2. It's just going to be marginally faster. But if you are in a canyon or a challenging environment and your inReach needs to send your location, like you're in an SOS situation, in which case it will include the location automatically, or even if you're just hiking and including your location all the time, the Mini 3 is going to do it a little bit faster. But from my experience just using this for a week or so, it's not a game changer in terms of how much quicker that difference is. When it comes to messaging, it's important to note that there are 2 flavors of the inReach Mini 3. There's a standard one, which uses the same short burst data system that the Mini 2 uses. And then there is the Mini 3 Plus, which uses Certus. So you can send photos and voice notes on there. If you look at the transmit power for some of these recent devices here, you can see that the Mini 3 Plus has a higher transmit power. Now, does that matter? Does it make the messages go faster? All of these messages are traveling at the speed of light. So in that sense, it doesn't. What I have found from a practical standpoint is usually the higher the wattage, the better a device is at getting through canopy. So if you have a Mini 2 and you're hiking, maybe in the Appalachians and you're under heavy tree cover and your messages have a hard time getting out, the 3 Plus might be a good option to break through that canopy. Nothing's guaranteed. It's all variable. I've had all of these things fail at different times, but worth noting in that respect. Now, the 3 Plus has photos and voice notes. Those aren't something I send like casually, but in an emergency situation, it might be helpful. For example, if I injured myself and I wanted to send a picture of that injury to first responders, that would be a good thing, right? To have that capability. If I am, hurt or something and I want to send a message, I can talk right into the Mini 3 and have it send a voice note that then gets transcribed on the other end. That would be helpful. That's going to be a lot easier if I'm in shock or in a weird position or something to communicate with emergency responders than it would be if I was just hunting and pecking on a little keyboard or going through the buttons to type something out. So for me, that's the reason why I got the Mini 3 Plus. But is that a game changer? I think, again, it's a nice to have in an emergency. Was it going to save my life while this one won't? Probably not, but just something that I considered. Now, would I upgrade to the Mini 3 or Mini 3 Plus from the Mini 2? I think if you have a specific reason why you need that extra battery, or if this is your primary navigation device and you want to use the multiband on there, or maybe if you just, if money doesn't really matter, you just want to have the best one and be able to send a voice message or a photo to SOS or to whoever in a pinch, yeah, sure, then do it. But otherwise, I would not, upgrade. I think the Mini 2 is a great unit still. If I wasn't on this channel and I wasn't testing these things out, I would have just stuck with the Mini 2. If my battery was dying, I would have just replaced the battery on here. And if you're buying a new unit, I think getting a Mini 2 for $250, about half the cost of a Mini 3 Plus, is definitely the better buy here. What about a Mini 1? One of my Patreons asked me about the Mini 1. I think the core features are the same on the Mini 1 as they are on the Mini 3. And if your battery's dying, that same company I mentioned earlier sells kits for the Mini 1. I'll put a link to that under the video as well. But the core inReach functionality is the same on the 1 as it is on the 3. And, it's marginally better. It offers some conveniences. But if you don't really care about that stuff and you just want to have an inReach in case there's an emergency, the 1 is still fine. I would just save your money and stick with the 1. Again, maybe update the battery if it's on its way out. All right, guys, let me know what you think. If you have any questions about upgrading, I'm happy to answer whatever I can. And stay safe, and I will see you out on the trails.